You are now tuned into Selflessly Selfish Podcast, where best practices are shared to help you improve self-care and live a balanced life of joy, love, and abundance. I am your host, profoundly unforgettable, the resource that you seek, Master Life Coach Teresa Webb, here to encourage, motivate, edify, and inspire you to become the best version of yourself. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back to those of you that are returning, and those first-time viewers, thank you for joining me and allowing me in your space today. Now, this is episode 3, and I am just going to tell you that I am hoping that you all enjoy this as much as I'm going to enjoy bringing this to you. Today's episode, what I thought that I was going to start with has changed, and how many of us know that we can have things all planned out and think that we know exactly the way it's going to go. And then our Heavenly Father, thank you, decides that, no, I need you to go in this direction. So today we're going to start with discussing gratitude. Discussing gratitude and being thankful for the little things. Thankful for the things that we have in our life. Thank you for the little things. The things that we seem to take for granted. Something as simple as just having food to eat, having clothes, having a roof over our head. May not be the greatest job, but thank God that we have a job. You know, let's be thankful. I'm a firm believer that the more that we are grateful, the more that our Heavenly Father gives us to be grateful for. So let's continue to be grateful and not despise small beginnings, because truth is, everybody had to start somewhere, even if it was inherited. Even if it was inherited. So I say, let's continue to be grateful and appreciate the people that we have in our lives and let them know that. A lot of times we think things and we just assume that people know how much they mean to us. Well, let's not assume. When someone falls on your heart, if someone, comes across your mind, reach out to them, send them a text. And just so you know, that's all a part of self-care as well. Self-care is making sure that we do the things that allow us to be at our best, allow us to be the best version of ourselves. So let's not neglect to reach out to those people in our lives that's been a support system, those people that have always been there, and let them know that we thank you, that we appreciate you. And I want to say to everyone that's listening or watching, thank you for your support. Thank you for being there. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for everything that you've done to allow me to. Thank you for everything that you've done to allow me to walk in my purpose. I appreciate your support, and I just wanted to say that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. You are appreciated. Okay. Now that we've discussed gratitude, I do want to discuss the second topic of the day. Whew. Excuse me. I'm going to try to do this and get through this. But the second topic of the day is releasing the guilt. Releasing the guilt of making the decision to practice self-care. There is no reason that myself or anyone watching or listening should ever feel guilty for making the decision to do what's best for yourself, for taking the proper steps to ensure that you live the life that you desire to live. Now, deciding to practice self-care is definitely something that it took time for me. And I'm not saying that was something that was easy. But deciding to practice self-care is going to mean that there will be times that you have to say no. There will be times that a lot of things that you were accustomed to doing, you will no longer be able to do that Because the truth of the matter is, if we continue to exert ourselves and continue to give out, listen to me good. If we continue to give out and not refill or replenish, come on. And I know that I'm not the only one that's guilty of this. There will be days that you are probably worn out and tired, but yet you feel the need to be there. You still feel the need to show up. And showing up, don't get me wrong, is very important. But also taking the time to rest and replenish yourself is just as important. Because what happens at the end of the day, if we continue to give out, if I continue to give out, and we don't replenish ourselves, and we don't take the proper time to rest and take care of ourselves, then we won't be available. We won't be of any use to ourselves or to anyone else. And it's just like when you go about everyday living. Let me ask you this. Do you feel guilty for getting the oil changed in your car? Do you feel guilty when it's time to get a tune-up? Do you feel guilty for replacing the groceries in your home when they've run out? No. The answer is no. The same thing should be true for self-care. You should not feel guilty for taking the time for yourself to rest. Excuse me. Some people may not appreciate this, but I'm going to say it anyhow because it needs to be said. Self-care is more than a mani-pedi and getting your hair done. Self-care is more than binging on your favorite TV shows. Self-care consists of your physical, your emotional, your social, and your spiritual. Self-care can fall in any of those categories. And we have to find a balance. We have to find a way to balance those areas of our lives so that we can do the things that we need to do as best as we can. And we got to appreciate the time that's been given to us. And even in that, I would also say, I'm going to add an extra one in there for you. Let's get intentional about the way that we spend our time. Because I'm going to say this, a lot of times we spend time doing things that honestly serves no purpose. Serves no purpose. I'm just going to be honest. I'm just going to tell you the flat out truth. If we really focused on the things that are of most importance, and for certainly one is minding our business. Mind your business. We put so much energy and effort in other places. And if we just take the time to focus on the things that are important to us, we will find that we have more time than we think we do. And we could use that time pouring back into ourselves, doing things that are a benefit, doing things that are of substance. I hope that you're following me. I hope that you're following me. And if what I'm saying is resonating in any way, I'd like for you to comment, let me hear your feedback, and let me know that you're with me, you're understanding what I'm saying here. Because I cannot impress upon you anymore and just let you know that if you are feeling guilty about the decision to practice self-care, I want you to release that right now. Just let that go. Because I'm telling you, if no one has told you, allow me to be the first, that you deserve love, you are worthy of respect and the proper care. And that will require you to become selflessly selfish. That is required of you in order to practice self-care. you will have to become selflessly selfish. And that simply means putting yourself first while servicing others. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to be there for anyone else, is you have to first take care of yourself. You got to put yourself first. And that means not just, that means not just, as we stated, the physical things as far as our outward appearance, but that means down to the things that we're eating, what we're putting in our body. That means monitoring the people that we allow in our space, the things that we're allowing to go in our ear gate. Don't allow people in your space to fill you with all types of foolishness and garbage. Because I'm going to tell you, in the end, it's of no benefit to you. We have to be mindful and cognizant of the people that we allow in our space, even the things that we're watching. All of it is a part of self-care. And you may say, Coach, that's a little bit over the top. But I'm going to tell you this. For myself and the person that I am, it took drastic measures. Some of you may not require as much, but I can speak for myself. I had to take drastic measures to the point where I had to monitor the things that I watched, the things that I listened to, and the people that I allowed in my space. I'm just telling you. But you do what's best for you. You do what's best for you. Think about it. I want you to think about that for a minute. The things that mean the most to you, that you care about, that you love and you cherish, don't you take care of it? Don't you look after it? So why don't we do the same for ourselves? So I'll tell you, that's a good question. I know the reason that I wasn't practicing self-care. It's because I wasn't in a good space at that time in my life. I wasn't in a good space. I was not happy with my mindset, the way I saw things, the way that things were going in my life. I didn't understand that it was important for me to do those things, to make those changes, because I didn't love myself enough at that time to do so. And that's why I'm telling you today, and that's why I'm sharing with you today, that you deserve that. You deserve everything, every good thing that's coming to you. And it's time that you take the steps and the measures needed to ensure that you have those things. And be willing to do whatever it takes. Make those changes. Focus on putting yourself first. There is nothing wrong with doing that. And tell yourself, I'm grateful for all the love, joy, and abundance that finds me today. I'm open, I receive, and I am ready. I'm grateful for all the love, joy, and abundance that finds me today. I'm open, I receive, and I am ready. That's what we have to practice doing. It all falls in the area of self-care. Don't speak or say anything to yourself that you wouldn't say to anyone else. Don't do it. Don't do it. Love yourself enough to decide today to practice self-care. You are worthy, you are loved, and deserve love. Thank you for allowing me once again in your space. Thank you for being here with me today. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so that you'll be notified of any new content that is available. I appreciate you. And again, those of you that are listening, thank you for your time. And those of you that are watching, I appreciate you also. I'm profoundly unforgettable, the resource that you seek, Master Life Coach Teresa Webb, here to encourage, motivate, edify, and inspire you to become the best version of yourself. Stay hopeful and take action. That's it. Cut. You're still here. You're still here.